Hello, music theory students. My name is Juan, and today's demo is going to be on major and minor seconds, otherwise known as half steps and whole steps. And if you don't know what that is, I think you'll learn something from this video. I'm going to be teaching you how to visually see them on music on the staff, and I'm also going to be teaching you how to hear them. So a little bit of ear training as well. Enjoy. So before I explain major and minor seconds, I need to explain what an interval is. If you don't know what an interval is, it is the distance between two notes in music. Similar to the ruler, we measure things with a ruler, inches. And so in music, as you can see in this chart, we have 8 different measurements. And the first one's a unison, which is the same note. Today we're going to be focusing on seconds, which is a given note. In this example, it's a C in treble clef. A C going to a D is a second, some kind of second. It could be a D flat, or it could just be a D natural. But that's how you measure it. You go from a given alphabet letter, which in this case is C, and you go to D. So there's your second, and so forth. You go C going to E would be a third, etc. But today we're going to focus on second. So here's another chart that I'm going to show you that's important, because this will tell you the difference between a major and a minor second, different qualities, right? So the definition of a minor second in this example that I'm going to show you right now, this left arrow is C going to the number 1, which would be a D flat. 1 meaning 1/2 step. So C going up to D flat or C sharp is the definition of a half step, because it's the smallest increment that a note can go from one given note to the next one. So if you know what a chromatic scale is, a chromatic scale is made up of half steps, right? So over here on the left, you can see how it's written in treble clef, C going to D flat. All right, and our other second is our major second. And so on this example, the left arrow here going to the right arrow, which is C going to D, would be a whole step or a major second. And let me take that apart. So let's review. C going up to number 1, which is 1/2 step, would be C sharp or D flat. If you take that note and you go up another half step, C sharp or D flat going up to D, there's your other half step. So a whole step, the definition is 1/2 step plus 1/2 step equals a major second. You can also see the definition down here. Major second is made up of two half steps. So C going to D. And it's written over here on the left, C going to D. So the cool thing about this that I'm teaching you is you can apply this to, first of all, any instrument. I'm just showing you on the keyboard because it's visually easier to see than in any other instrument. So, but you can apply this to violin and flute and whatever instrument you play. So I'm just going to give you another random example. So if you're here on B flat and you go up a half step, it would be a B, right? And if you go up another half step up from B to C, that would be your other half step, right? So from B flat going up to C would be a major second or a whole step, okay? All right, and so now what I'm going to teach, I'm going to be showing you how to hear these because it's important to hear them, not just to see them. So I'm going to give you some examples that I came up with, that I constructed myself, and see if you can hear them. All right, so the first one is from the movie Jaws, right? And the main theme of Jaws, which a lot of you know, John Williams, great masterpiece, it is made up of half steps. So take a listen. So there is your half step, ascending half step, D going up to E flat in bass clef in this example. All right, here's another example. All right, so that's the Pink Panther theme, which is a really cool movie. Anyway, E going to F, this is bass clef again, E going to F, the first 2 notes of Pink Panther is your half step. All right, I think I have another example of ascending. All right, a classic Christmas song. So what the reason I chose this one, I find it interesting, is because the entire first phrase of the melody is written with half steps. So it's very chromatic. So D going up to E flat is your minor second or half step, and then we're going downwards again, half step, and so forth. So the whole first melody is made up of half steps. And I think I have one more ascending example for you. All right, so that's another classic theme, the Barber of Seville, ascending minor second. So this first note is a C, going up to C sharp, back down to C, and there is your half step. And throughout the piece, there's a lot of half steps, but I'm just showing you the first, initial notes of the song. So those are your ascending minor seconds or half steps. I believe the next examples I have are descending minor seconds. So listen to this one. So that is another classic Christmas song, Joy to the World. Okay. And Joy to the World, interestingly enough, the whole first phrase is a descending scale, major scale. In this example, it's C. So it's a C scale descending. So the first two notes of Joy to the World is a minor second. C going to B. Joy to, there's your minor second. All right, another example. All right, another classic piece of music, Beethoven's Für Elise. And so the first two notes is, there's your half step, A going to A flat. And it has a whole bunch of other half steps in this song, but just showing you the prevalent first two notes. All right, and another descending minor second. Beautiful theme, one of my favorites by John Williams, Jurassic Park. So again, first two notes, C going to B, back up to C. There's your minor seconds. All right, and let's see what I have next. All right, so this, we have jumped to major seconds. All right, so these are ascending major seconds. And everybody probably recognized that melody, Happy Birthday, right? So Happy Birthday starts on this example with a C, goes up to D, there's a major second, back down to C, which is a major second. All right, very easy to hear. You can hear the difference. So major seconds, the big difference in when you're listening to them and distinguishing, you could think of a major scale. The first two notes of a major scale is a major second. That's one easy way to determine, what that is. So here's another example. Linus and Lucy, Charlie Brown. It starts with G and goes up to A, kind of like a G scale start. So G going to A, major seconds. All right, let me see what other example I have here for you. Another classic Christmas song, Silent Night. So Silent Night, again, in this example, starts on G, goes up to A, there's your major seconds, and back down to G. All right, let's see another example. Yesterday by the Beatles. Perfect example of a descending major second. So in this example, C going down to B flat is your major second. Another classic ABBA tune. It was kind of slow, so I don't know if everybody got it, but it's Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, right? So Mamma Mia is definitely major seconds descending here. All right, I think I have one more example. All right, perfect example, nice and simple. We all learned this melody, in elementary school, Three Blind Mice. So Three Blind Mice, the reason I chose it is because it's got, two descending major seconds. E going to D, D going down to C. So I hope you learned something. I kind of showed you some examples here of distinguishing between major and minor seconds. And to get better at this, what you do is simply just, practice. You can practice with your instrument. There are many apps that you can go and, drill some of these major and minor seconds. So this is a great start for ear training, and you can apply it to anything that you do in music. Great. Well, it was great having you guys here to watch my demo, and hope to see you again. And please feel free to ask any questions, contact me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Have a great day.